exam prep. Page 104. Practice of real estate. Test questions. Salesperson 12, broker 12. Number 1. Someone who has recovered from a mental disability is protected under the Fair Housing Act. True or false? True. Mental disability or a history of having had such a disability is covered. Number 2. A person who suffered from a mental disability but has now recovered is no longer protected under the Fair Housing Act or the Americans with Disabilities Act. False. History of having had such a disability is covered. Number 3. A landlord may charge a handicapped tenant additional monies to pay for extra insurance. False. Number 4. A landlord may require a handicapped tenant to restore his apartment to its original condition at termination of the lease. True. Number 5. It is acceptable to discriminate on the basis of race in the rental of a duplex where the owner occupies the other unit. False. No exceptions for race. Number 6. An aggrieved party can file a federal lawsuit under the Fair Housing Act for up to 1 year following the alleged offense. False. 2 years to court, 1 year to make compliant to HUD. Number 7. A person who has been discriminated against can file a civil lawsuit in federal court for up to 2 years after the act has been committed. True. Number 8. A property manager can market rental units as being for seniors only if 70% of the residents are at least 65 years old. False. If 80% of residents are at least 55 years old. Number 9. Panic peddling, blockbusting, steering, and redlining are violations of the Federal Fair Housing Act. True. Number 10. Under the Federal Fair Housing Act, it is illegal to discriminate on the basis of age. False. Age is not a protected housing class. Number 11. A broker fails to show rental properties to minority prospects because the owners have indicated that they do not want to rent to minority tenants. This is a violation of the Federal Fair Housing Act. True. Number 12. A broker obtains listings in an integrated neighborhood by telling property owners that the value of their property is declining due to the influx of minority property owners. This is a violation of the Federal Fair Housing Act. True. Called blockbusting or panic selling. Question. The following actions are in violation of the Federal Fair Housing Act. True or false? Number 13. Denying a renter based on marital status. False. Not covered in federal law. Number 14. Denying housing to children in a building where 80% of the units have at least one person of 55 living in them. False. And exempt from familial status as long as 80% of the units have persons over age 55. Number 15. Mr. Kerber lives in his house, rents out 4 extra rooms, and refuses to rent to students. False. Students are not a protected class. Number 16. The landlord runs an ad for a studio apartment that states no children are allowed. True.